Alright, I want to do some rough technical analysis with Litecoin and just kind of talk about where it's at in its cycle. A lot of people are chasing this coin, and I kind of want to break down what kind of life it has as far as the market cycle goes, what potential entry points or exit points you have, and what the long-term perspective as far as the contextual value of this coin. So Litecoin's pretty solid buy as far as the technicals go. It's been around on Coinbase, with Ethereum for a while. If you don't know, the developer was the former head of security at Coinbase, Charlie Lee, and really well known in the community. There's actually a lot of things in the hopper that are getting priced in as people are getting more interest in this coin. They have security coming. They have ways to lock your coins. They have deals with credit cards coming. They have wallets coming. They have different features, all kind of built in, and probably will be leaders as far as before it gets integrated into Bitcoin. So there's 4 times the size. As far as the number of coins, 84 million compared to Bitcoin's 21 million. So you want to kind of let that percolate in the background. This is a good value coin to be trading in, but also look at the market cycle. So the chart I grabbed here was from Cryptonaut. So it's just kind of a rough overlay of what the relationship is into Bitcoin. That's the chart you want to look at to kind of see the patterns and the cycles. And we have the normal market cycle. You can see it repeating in this pattern throughout the year. The interesting thing is, even though we're super high in price and it feels overbought, comparison to Bitcoin, it hasn't risen that much. It's only about halfway through its run if we're going to consider the previous highs. It follows certain patterns where you see that moving day average, it took a little pause, took a little dip. There was some profit taking here, which is a good time to take profit. It's something good to consider to roll it into something that is just beginning its cycle. But even at the $250 range we're only about halfway towards the all-time highs as far as Bitcoin goes. So the past is kind of an echo, is an indicator of where it could be going in the future. We are in rarely charted territory. It's happened a couple months back here, but according to this graph, it could still run another couple $100. As far as Bitcoin goes, we're only about halfway or 2/3 of the way through this run. So the cash out points as far as US dollars, I would see that to be around $500 would put us at this range. I don't know if you're planning to hold long term or you're day trading or you're swing trading. If you're looking to trade and kind of maximize things, taking a profit at that moving day average would be a good time to do it. Doing another one at 300 and 400, a percentage off, whether that's 10 to 20% off, and letting that run through its cycle. Now we could dip at $400 and we could keep running. But again, you're going to see pullbacks, you're going to see corrections. My plan is to take about 20% off the top once you hit about 400, and another 10% once we hit 500. I'll let the rest ride because I see this as a long-term coin, and I'll roll back into that. Once it's kind of completed its cycle, people start asking, hey, what's going on with Litecoin? Why is it pulled back 30%? We'll see that, but I don't know if that's going to come in the short run. In the long term, it gets more and more likely as it reaches forward to the $500 range, assuming Bitcoins remain stable. You also see this as a hedge coin, so the larger context is people are afraid of what's happening with the futures, and they're hedging in Litecoin. And you also see the nominal US dollar range. It's still the lowest price coin on Coinbase, so if everything seems more expensive, people are going into Litecoin. So all these factors coming in, I think that we'll hit all-time highs as far as Bitcoin terms, so that's going to be $400 to $500 range, and then take a little breather. And I see it keep going through the beginning of this year, I would say the next 6 months, given what's in the hopper. The reputation and how undervalued it is. I see it approaching Dash and even going beyond it. So that's my kind of rough technical analysis. I appreciate any kind of feedback that anybody has on this. Take care. Bye-bye.